I see no neutral things, no neutral thoughts have I see no neutral things, no neutral thoughts have I. For every thought gives rise to truth or truth's disguise. I am determined, I am determined, I am determined, determined to see. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts, the effects of my seeing. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts, the effects of my seeing. I am determined, I am determined, I am determined, determined to see. Dear Divine Ones, welcome back to Miracle Mantras. I'm Kiran Jotkar, and I'll be reading today's lesson for you and singing these mantras with you again so you can carry them throughout your day. And I'll be adding a commentary at the end. This is lesson number 54. These are the review ideas for today. 1. I have no neutral thoughts. Neutral thoughts are impossible because all thoughts have power. They will either make a false world or lead me to the real one. But thoughts cannot be without effects. As the world I see arises from my thinking errors, so will the real world rise before my eyes as I let my errors be corrected. My thoughts cannot be neither true nor false. They must be one or the other. What I see shows me which they are. 2. I see no neutral things. What I see witnesses to what I think. If I did not think, I would not exist, because life is thought. Let me look on the world I see as the representation of my own state of mind. I know that my state of mind can change, and so I also know the world I see can change as well. 3. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. If I have no private thoughts, I cannot see a private world. Even the mad idea of separation had to be shared before it could form the basis of the world I see. Yet that sharing was a sharing of nothing. I can also call upon my real thoughts, which share everything with everyone. As my thoughts of separation call to the separation thoughts of others, so my real thoughts awaken the real thoughts in them. And the world my real thoughts show me will dawn on their sight as well as mine. 4. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am alone in nothing. Everything I think or say or do teaches all the universe. A child of God cannot think or speak or act in vain. They cannot be alone in anything. It is therefore in my power to change every mind along with mine, for mine is the power of God. 5. I am determined to see. Recognizing the shared nature of my thoughts, I am determined to see. I would look upon the witnesses that show me the thinking of the world has been changed. I would behold the proof that what has been done through me has enabled love to replace fear, laughter to replace tears, and abundance to replace loss. I would look upon the real world and let it teach me that my will and the will of God are one. I see no neutral things, no neutral things see I see no neutral things, no neutral thoughts have I see no neutral things, no neutral thoughts have for every thought gives rise to truth or truth's disguise. I am determined, I am determined, I am determined, determined to see. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts, the effects of my seeing. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts, the effects of my seeing. I am determined, I am determined, I am determined, determined to see. I am determined, determined to see. It's hard to believe, isn't it, that our thoughts have this much power. So this is where the Course will explain that this world is upside down thinking, because we believe that form and what we see and what we experience is giving rise to our thoughts, not the other way around. And the Course says that we would not exist without thought, because thought is our life. So then, we're eternal beings, right? Because how do you kill a thought? How does a thought die? The thought of God is eternal because it's ever extending love. But how do we begin to use this new way? How do we begin to undo our upside down thinking? Begin to notice our thoughts, and we begin to recognize and just entertain the idea that our thoughts give rise to what we see. And so our anxieties, our fears, our judgments, our hatreds, these are the things that our minds are engaged in. And if you look around at the world, that actually makes sense, quite a bit of sense. Instead of trying to bring God into this world and say, why did God create such a place of suffering? It really makes quite a bit of sense to me that if what our thoughts are doing are these negative, unloving thoughts, and we're hardly even aware of them half the time, and this is the world we're creating. I love in this lesson, it says it so unequivocally. The world we see is a reflection of our state of mind. So here's where we take all the responsibility for what we're seeing. And so here again is it upside down and the opposite of what this world teaches us. Because this world, we want to blame someone. It's all about being the victim. It's all about finding the blame outside, over there, someone else, somewhere else. We also find the blame in ourselves, but that's part of the unloving thought system. But we don't really think that we create this world we see out of our state of mind. If we did, we would know how powerful we are. We would know how incredibly creative we are. And we would be careful and discerning and more loving with our thoughts. So let's practice that. Let's come back into right side up with love firmly planted under our feet and all around us. Thank you for being with me. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow.